Welcome back.
Hello. Wow, I heard that one really well.
Wow. Yes, good. The mic's working. Welcome back, everyone. This is the NgoVo Convo Podcast. I'm Veronica, and I'm joined by Harrison. He's somewhere to my left, waving, as usual. Per usual. Actually, no, you don't wave often.
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's okay. We are both just here wanting an excuse to talk about anything that entertains us, especially today. And we usually are cleaning up our never-ending backlog, but not today.
No, today. Partially.
Oh, sort of. Sort of. But some would say it's two people conversing.
Like NgoVo Convo and NgoVo Convo, right? Spelt right above my head. I was more focused at us two talking. I was just like,
I didn't even.
I'm just happy that we're talking, right? Just having
yapping.
Yap session.
Our yap session. And you can watch every episode on YouTube or listen to it as a podcast by searching up NgoVo Convo on your podcast service of choice. We're everywhere. And this video is sponsored by Olipop, but more on that later. But we're here.
Yeah.
And I just want to talk about two pop culture items.
She's so excited to bring topics now that she's brought two.
Wow.
Isn't this crazy? I think it's crazy. It's like...
Harrison is like mind blown.
I can't believe it.
You can't believe it.
What are the two... or I guess what's the first thing?
The first thing was The Witcher Season 4. Netflix dropped like a teaser trailer last week. And I think you just watched it.
Yeah,
I wanted to get your thoughts on it.
She really wanted to ask, but last week was more... There's more pressing matters, right?
Yeah. Yes.
If you want to know, go watch that. Go check them out.
Exactly.
Go check out that episode. I like it.
And The Witcher Season 4 is debuting Liam Hemsworth.
Yeah. On October 30th. Only
yes,
on Netflix.
October 30th. The sarcasm out of that. You literally, like maybe 2 minutes ago, just finished the teaser trailer.
I've seen clips. Okay, but I've seen clips. I've seen screenshots. I've seen pictures of like Liam Hemsworth's Geralt. And I just held off from watching the teaser. And it's... so you want me to go off first? Or just...
Yeah, sure. Okay, go off first.
Like, in all honesty, if we're going to be real, if I'm going to be absolutely real, it's fine. But it's because we have Henry Cavill's portrayal already.
Yes.
3 seasons worth. It feels weird. It's not like we haven't... It's not like this hasn't been done before. A recast hasn't not been done before.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah. It happens a lot.
War Machine is probably the easiest one for people that people saw. The most there's other ones too, I'm sure, but that's like probably one of the more prominent ones, at least the one I'm aware of, right? Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate. I think he's in a lose-lose situation. Like he
really is.
There's no.
And you know what? I think he is probably really trying really hard to like make this go.
And that's
his way. It's just unfortunate that Henry like exited that way in season 3, which I think made a lot of people who played the game or like read the book put like a sour taste in their mouth.
Yeah. And I've heard from some people like there are those that are like I've heard some comments, and some of my friends have talked, or one of my friends or a couple of them, some comments have been like, oh, it's not a big deal. I'll still watch it. It's not like it can't be that bad, right? Which is fine, because they're not like hardcore fans. Which again, I say this as like someone that's only got into the series because of the games. I've never read the books, but I've read synopsis or quick summaries of some of the stories from the books to prior to this show too, and then so that's how I had like an idea of the Butcher of Blaviken and all this stuff. It's just like, this is really cool and all that. So it's just weird to watch this clip. And in all honesty, I'm like, I still remember people getting upset about Cavill's portrayal in the sense of like, he's too big.
He's too big.
There's like that. I remember hearing that a lot. There's like other things as but he's gruffy, or he sounds gruff, so that's cool. But it's like people nitpick. I think if they started with Liam, same idea. I don't know what it is. Like, just seeing him, it looks like it's great value, Geralt.
Yeah, it really does.
Unfortunately, like, it's just because there's a comparison, right?
You know, this is the time where Netflix could have just canceled a show.
And for some reason, they didn't.
And for some reason, they didn't.
Actually, it is weird because I don't know. They had a spin-off show, too. I never watched it. I don't know how it went. Actually,
what's her name?
Yeah.
Jennifer?
Is it
It was one of the girls.
I just remember they had like it was based on the witches, right? They did have a
spin-off. Yes. I didn't watch it though.
Oh yeah, Blood Origin. Yeah. Blood Origin.
Yeah, that one.
Said 1,000 years before The Witcher, several outcast elves, blah blah blah. How was it received? I'm just curious. Like, okay, 5 out of 10 IMDb.
Oh, okay. That's like mid.
I'm not looking super hard into this because it's 2.5 on Google, 2.4 on Google. Rotten Tomatoes is 28. Yeah.
It's such an unfortunate, I think, situation for everyone.
Yeah.
And I think if they started with Liam first, he probably would have gotten less backlash.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Obviously. And, you know, if they did have to switch from him to Henry, it probably would have gotten the same.
Speaking of switch, the comment, there's one that's like, the switcher.
The switcher. I wanted to read that. I was like, the switcher. And then they were like, someone was like, gotta respect them for keeping this comment section open.
Yeah. And I there was one comment where it was like, don't blame Liam, blame the producer. So I'm like, yes, I actually agree with that. That's why I'm sitting in the camp of, I can't rag on him that hard. He's just picking up whatever was left behind.
Where he left off. Yep.
And already there was art, and this is where I've heard some like one talk in my friend group where it's like, he's like, I understand. What did they say? It was like, I understand the want to keep close to the books, but at this point, it just felt more like Henry was just throwing a tantrum on like certain things. I'm like, that's fair. At the end of the day, I was not in that room. I have no idea.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, we weren't there.
We don't know if it was really just like, oh, like he could have just been like nitpicking certain things, and then they took great offense.
Yeah,
I remember there was like we covered part of this way back. But it's been that
when
long.
It first came out, where he was like, he was quitting, and then like they were like casting a new person for the role. So yeah, we did cover that a little bit last year or the year before.
It's been a while.
But I just wanted to cover that topic. I thought was a hot topic for the last week. It still is, actually.
It still is, because it's gonna be a hot topic up till and throughout October. The season. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna watch?
Do you plan to watch it? See, that was my question.
See, the thing is, I don't remember if I watched season 3. Like, legitimately.
I don't either. I don't remember if I watched 3. I want to say I did not.
I think I didn't because I was like, kind of like one of those. It was not that I didn't want to. I think it was just kind of one of those like, oh, Henry's gonna exit the season. I guess I'll take my time. But now that this season's coming up, now that the season 4 is coming, I was like, oh shoot, maybe I think I'll do it just to watch it, just to see how it goes.
It's good, as your brother says, or as I say to your brother, a good background TV movie.
Second monitor activity.
Yes. Thank you.
I got you.
Oh man. But yeah, my second topic.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about another podcast that came back up into our lives.
Uh-huh.
So let me just put into perspective Ned Fuller,
Who?
one of the.
Do I need to Google?
one of a former Try Guy member. This happened 3 years ago.
2022. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 years ago. So basically, he cheated on his wife. It was like all over the internet. It was like they went to like the Harry Styles concert. They got photographed. It like blew up. He quit. She quit. It was a whole ordeal 3 years ago. Well, by the end of last week, as we're recording now, he popped up again, and he didn't even bother to rename his ex-wife's like podcast name. He just left the tag as is, changed the title, and then had his ex-wife come onto the podcast.
Yeah.
I did not want to give him views or money, so, all the clips I saw was on TikTok.
I watched a lot of recaps, too. Yes.
Yeah, I saw a lot of recaps. I found it interesting that he got his ex-wife. They are separated and divorced. As when the first episode dropped, that's when everything was done on their end for separation and being divorced. So I thought that was really funny. And she does not forgive him.
Nope.
Props to that. Even though everyone was like ragging on her on the internet for the last 3 years.
Because we didn't know. No one knew.
We didn't know.
Because all we knew was they tried to make it work. And it's like, that's unfortunate. If it were me in her shoes,
that was like the memo.
It.
Yeah, that was the memo that they put out. They were like, well, we'll try and co-parent, yada, try it out, whatever. Yeah. But so now they're co-parenting their kids. They're dating other people. Ned does not look good. Ned just looks...
Dude, okay, the one big takeaway was like, for me, it was just, you didn't learn anything, my guy.
Oh, no. He put it on society.
We as a society. There's like a, I was like, bro, did you pull that phrase from somewhere? Because that's just like, I think that was like the biggest meme back then. As a society. As a society, we don't, blah, 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 blah. I was like, bro, what the? Come on, man.
And props to her for being silent for like that long.
Yeah.
And I
legal
I
for
thought,
sure at this point.
No, yeah, but like I thought she would go easy on him, but from the clips that I was watching, she just. Do
you think you're interesting enough? I know. No, she said that, and it made me question if I'm interesting enough for our podcast. I was like, should we even be doing this at this point? She's right. I am questioning my own existence.
Listen, we're weebs, okay? It's fine.
But do I have an interesting take? I'm just mid at this point, right? I don't know. She made me question me.
Question everything. No, but she like literally, she just went in.
This is This is all to say he didn't pick it up. He still had time to put out this episode, and he did.
Yeah.
And I've seen people react to it, and I think Moist Critical was like, "This is the most." Like uncomfortable thing I've watched, and I had to stop halfway. He's like, normally I will sit through it, but.
And you know what's funny? After that episode dropped, Try Guys has a second channel, and they dropped something there, and they were talking about Ned for the first time.
Yeah.
It was like a lie detector test thing with like some of their people in the background.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
I saw that. And I'm like.
Yeah, I was like.
Whoa.
So no one like Ned.
I think Keith Straight was like, put out something and was like, don't watch it. It's okay. Yeah. It was really quick. And it was like, it was so funny. I was like, oh, hell yeah.
And you know what? She won like the public view, and I'm pretty sure she got all the friends too out of that.
It's one of those.
It's just sad.
I know you say it, but it's not. It was kind of like a no shit moment. Like I would assume she would be in the. She would win public. As a court of opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a shame he's back out.
Did you see? I saw a clip of like his intro to like the whole interview, and someone was like, "He is turning on the rasp." The raspy voice is like it really. Yes. I was like, "Bro, you're." Ooh.
I mean, I think he just wanted to fast track the monetizing, because that already had subscribers and everything.
Oh yeah, for sure. He didn't.
Yeah.
Obviously, no one would. Let's be real. Or I don't know at this point. Who knows?
Actually, people started to rate it really bad and unsubscribed. Yeah. So it has gone down. What? I think it was like a 4.5 rating, and then it went down to like 2 point something.
Dang.
Like after the episode.
Dang. What was it called? Like Rock Bottom with Ned Fulham. I was like, dude, come on, man.
Yeah, Rock Bottom.
I was like, dude, come on. Can't. He believes even I don't believe I'm a vehicle for anything at this point, dude. Come on.
Absolutely not.
I'm just here to talk to you.
You're just here to talk to me. That's all.
I've accepted this. After watching these takes, I was like, oh, I have to be real with myself at this point.
Are we interesting? Should we be doing this?
Hero's right. I should just quit right now. I'm not. How am I interested if he's doing this?
What are we doing here?
God. Huh. Anyway.
Well, yeah. Those were the 2 items I had.
Okay.
Before we talk about Harrison's topic, we're going to take a quick break to talk about our sponsor. This episode is sponsored by Olipop, the soda your gut will thank you for. Yes, I'm talking to you, all of you. All right, have you ever missed that classic soda pop feeling? You know, the fizz, the flavor, but without the sugar crash and the guilt trip. Yeah, me too, you too, Harrison too. All of us. That's why I'm introducing to you Olipop, the soda that's bursting with flavor and good for you too. I actually have my favorite one here, strawberry vanilla. But the other weird one that I enjoyed was banana cream. I know, it's weird, super weird, but this is my favorite. Number 1, because it only has 3 grams of sugar per can, plus it has 9 grams of prebiotic fiber. And you know what you need with fiber? To use the restroom. Hee. But yeah, that means that you're going to have a happy and healthy gut with every sip. And it looks like that they took everything we loved about classic soda and upgraded to a modern, healthy conscience person. Like you, like me, like Harrison. My co-partner. My co-host that's not here right now. So ditch the compromise and experience the soda revolution for yourself. Don't forget to use our promo code NgoVo15 NgoVo15 to get 15% off your first order on drinkolipop.com. And we're back. Wow. Thirsty? Drink some Olipop. Drink some water.
I am thirsty from that ad. You're right.
But Harrison, I heard from the grapevine. What was I trying to say? I was going to say something, and then
I knew you were going there, but I just wanted you to fall and stumble.
No.
Personally,
I heard I am connected to this topic some way, somehow today, Harrison.
Yeah, I mean,
surprisingly, actually.
Yeah.
So I'll just let you take it away.
Yeah. So my topic I wanted to bring up, because it was just, I've heard this a few times and it's getting to a good point. Like, I've seen some reasoning. So my main thing I wanted to talk to you about today was, in your opinion, and this can be in general, right? But I think for us, it's mainly
Mostly
always going to be anime. But I can bring this up in other avenues too, right? Has dubbing progressed, in your opinion? But I think it's kind of hard because you started watching anime during the lockdown, right? So 2020.
Yeah, like 2019.
Yeah,
So
20. Yeah, let's say that. Let's say that. And I was also gonna ask if this played a role into why you didn't watch it at all. But so I've noticed that like the voice acting community is typically like, or the anime community is usually ragging on English dub, and this has just been a thing for like the last long time. So, and I've also been in this camp, and I've been guilty, but I've known people that started watching dub more, right?
It's because they want it to be like a second monitor item.
Yeah. Versus, the most biggest joke is always like, oh, recently with Demon Slayer, everyone's like, oh, I've only been able to watch in that too, right? Yeah. But the biggest thing was like, oh, if I watch in sub the movies, I'm so used to like looking up. I was like, no, dude, that's a skill issue. I can just I can read fast. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
But do you feel like it's gotten better? Do you feel like it's gotten better in general?
I think so. Yeah. Because I think where it got really popular the last couple years is Solo Leveling with Alex Le, because he kind of like jump-started that. But the way Harrison wanted to bring this up is because there is a Lord of Mysteries update, which last week I said there won't be an update till next week.
Crazy.
We do an episode. But there's an update this week. Is that I have continued Lord of Mysteries, but in English dub.
But you yes, you did that because...
But it is very good. It's actually really good.
The reason why I bring this up is because I've started knowing more people now that have started watching anime because they watch English dub, because they don't want to, you know, there is that whole like disconnect where you have to read subtitles, and if you haven't been doing it as long, it is kind of like a skill.
It's
you kind of,
hard.
or if you just don't read fast, like I don't read that fast, but I can read fast enough to like get the gist, right?
No, it is a skill. It's a skill that you learn very quickly.
Yeah, because
you watch something,
and I think it's
something like
because it's like, well, anyway. So that's in terms of sub. So I think I only brought it up because originally I've seen some clips where it's like, oh, they always do like dub versus sub type deal, right? But recently I thought, are you still watching Gacha Akira?
Yes.
Okay.
That's in Japanese.
Yes.
Sub.
But I've seen some clips where some of what they do in dubbed, and I've noticed it recently too, and I never thought about it, how they do take some liberties to try to phrase things a bit differently for English that work with the mouth flaps. And there's this one, what's this guy's name? How far are you caught up?
I didn't watch yesterday's episode.
And I'm going to be vague about this as well. There's this guy with dreads and claws. And what he says,
no, I saw that. Yeah.
And what he says in dubbed on certain things just hit different. It's actually really good. Different? Like it's actually really cool to hear, and it sounds way better, honestly, than like English. But I will still not. I mean, I'll give it props. I'm probably not gonna watch it.
Yeah.
To Switch, just because I can't.
Maybe clips here and there.
Yeah, but I can appreciate it. And then I also hear like sometimes like for instance, like you mentioned Solo Leveling, like you mentioned Alex Lay.
The Arise Erect comment from Alex, I'm like,
See,
I'm like,
and I think it's just, and it could just be in the last decade where like a lot more voice actors get on social media to promote more stuff.
Yeah.
Because it
and
feels
I think Comic-Con really helps too.
Yeah.
Like they go to like conventions and stuff, that really helps.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lord of Mysteries, I originally watched the first 2 episodes with the Chinese dub and the English sub. And I stopped because my husband was like, not into it. So I was like, I'll let it run.
Yeah.
But what I noticed when I rewatched it over the weekend, I watched 1 episode Chinese dub with English sub and then just the English dub, was that I know you told me with the Chinese dub, the subtitles were AI generated.
Yes.
I think they were testing that out.
They were testing that out, yeah.
In the English dub, they described everything and condensed everything down that we didn't need like the big paragraph pause. Like I noticed that wasn't there in the English dub.
And we talked about it, and we talked about it last week, and I'm going to add, it sounds really dumb still, in my opinion, that I have to like stop in the middle and actually take into account what they're saying. Versus like, it's usually like fun stuff. It's like Boku no Hero does like, hey, look at this hero. Hey, this is their fun stuff. This is their stats. This is their height. What they like.
Yeah.
It's just fun. You don't have to do it, but if you stop, it's fine. Well, this one felt like it was homework. And I'm like, how do I sell this to someone? And it felt bad.
And then like...
Still.
Yeah, and in the English dub, sometimes they do it in the beginning, but it was to like describe like certain groups, like a new group that they're about to like bring up into the following episode. So I thought that was very interesting with Lord of Mysteries, and I'm thoroughly enjoying the English dub. It's by like British voice actors,
which
so
makes
I don't
sense.
know
But it makes sense though.
Anyone.
Yeah.
No, but it does make sense.
Yeah.
You know, with where the time period is. But I just thought it was like such an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Because originally this is like a Chinese manga webtoon turned into an anime, and obviously you would want, when you switch over from like a book or a manga to like TV show, you'd want like it to be in the original language.
Yeah.
I just thought it was so interesting that the English dub was way better. And I'm less confused now than I was a month ago.
And again, I'm not here to rag on it super hard, because at the end of the day, whatever gets you into the medium, fantastic. Like if you like it because you're watching it in dub,
almost broke. Our friendship almost broke over this.
only because I was like, Veronica, I swear to God, I know you'll like this. But we've said this so many times on the podcast where you recommend stuff. I'm like, damn, this is now the shoe's on the other foot. Now I understand. This is actually painful. Like I know you'd like it. Because
I do.
Because everything else about it is really fun. So I'm glad you're watching because of the dub, which is great.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, there's no Japanese sub, right? I don't think there's no Japanese sub.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
And I think, you know what the funny thing is? Obviously, they did the Chinese dub with the AI English subtitles first, and then all the other languages came after.
Yep.
So I think what happened was the voice actors for like the English dub, they were able to just condense everything down and just say everything in such like a nice format.
Because it is an info dump.
No, it is. And sometimes, I have to say, sometimes his internal thoughts is just like, but then he's like, oh, but then it's like, oh, I have to do this. So it's very interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually cool. I was actually curious because you did watch it initially, and if...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just felt like homework. And so when I'm watching something, you are totally right. Like, the Chinese dub just felt like a lot of homework, a lot of reading. And I think just the way they were experimenting with the AI subtitles, it was just a lot on the
there's
page.
There's just too much going on.
It was too much.
Even then, some things just didn't make sense. And sometimes I don't know if
Yes.
again, I mentioned that. I don't know if it's still an issue now or if they're continuing to do so. You can comment down below. Correct me if I'm wrong at this point, right? Let me know. Because at times, I read couple articles saying it, and I'm like, dude, yeah, at times it didn't make sense what they were saying. It felt really weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But someone made a comparison, and again, we talked about it last episode, so that better thoughts there. But I will add, it still feels weird to say that as like I've been enjoying it, but it feels weird to recommend. So
yeah, and I think you were too deep into this with the Chinese dub. You could not switch over.
It's hard for me personally. It's just hard for me. Like once I start watching something and I get used to the voices, like it's hard to switch. I've noticed that like I do that all the time with like, let's say Dragon Ball, right? A lot of people's first interaction with Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z is like Cartoon Network. They see it on and they hear like English dub, which me too. But once I had to watch Super, for instance, and it was only Japanese dub.
Oh yeah,
I just sucked it up. And I was like, I can't wait because I don't think they announced the time frame or they said in a year, and I'm like, nah, this stuff's too hype. I gotta watch at this point. Yeah. So.
No, but yeah, I think English dub has gotten a lot better.
Yeah, so another thing I was gonna ask was, I know we both play a lot of Hoyoverse games. Mm-hmm. Did you at one point play in English though?
No.
You did not.
But what I do enjoy is like seeing the English voice actors play the game.
Yes. I know you and my brother talk about it a lot. I don't keep up with that as much. But I do see you guys sending posts about it, and it's just seeing like how they do roles and all that. And I think that's fun to watch them talk about stuff too.
It's thoroughly enjoyable to see like English voice actors play the game, and then like they like kind of like talk back, like it's kind of like behind the scenes, like they talk about like
really unhinged
where they are.
All the clips I've seen, they're really unhinged.
No, they are,
and it's really funny.
Molly Zhang is like really funny.
So
she
funny.
plays Seely from Honkai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love how she continually jokes about how she hasn't gone back to it ever since because they just don't do anything with the character, which again,
no, yeah.
Fair. I think that's the case with a lot of first characters for any of this stuff, but anyway.
I know. I finally got her. I lost the 50-50 to the current banner, but I got Seely.
Yeah.
It took a couple years.
Meanwhile, I got her. I got Seely like on the first banner. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
And I've done that with Genshin, and I didn't do it with Zenless, right? Because I only started getting back into Zenless now.
And your brother hates you for that luck. Our luck, actually.
Unfortunate. I can't say much. But yeah, like, I think, because I know for games, obviously I'll play games in English because most of the time they are, right? And I'll just kind of go with it. Because sometimes I've tried to switch for certain things, but I would just, like, gaming wise, I'll obviously play in English more often because it is just easier to keep up with.
It's easier, yeah.
Unless, like, there's some games that were, let's say, like the Tales series, like I think Tales of Rise, I played in Japanese because at times the mouth flaps.
That's like originally intended for, right?
Yeah, it's originally it's typically Japanese and then they port it. I might be wrong with the recent stuff. I'm not a huge Tales person either, but that was like the most recent experience that I played in Japanese dub. I think. Yeah. I mean, Final Fantasy 14 also. I played Japanese. Yes. But
you're like, yes.
Final Fantasy like 14 is an MMO, right? It's the World of Warcraft version. So just to give you an idea, I played in English initially just to get this idea of the story. Because I was told that their story was really good. And it is good. But it was funny because then I switched to Japanese. You know why? The dialogue is shorter, so you get to the boss fights faster.
That's funny how you had to switch
to be more efficient
dialogues.
At that point.
Yeah.
It was just like, okay,
That's
cool.
Funny.
But it was weird and jarring to hear like the voices, but I got used to it if I played the expansion fully. But yeah, anyway. But I've noticed
Oh wait, go ahead.
No, go on.
No, I was gonna say, are you open to watching more English dub now?
I find myself doing it if I enjoy the voice actor themselves. Like, for instance, like in Bleach, for instance, right? I got into... Actually, okay. Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach. When they all first dropped in America, I watched it in English because obviously that's all they had, right? When they aired on TV. So, of course, I got used to like Johnny on Bosch, for instance, for Ichigo. I forgot Naruto's voice actor, but like everyone, I see them online all the time, and people go to conventions, and it's like, yes, it's them. I know who they all are. I just don't know if I can get like now. It's just more like the dub is good, but the unfortunate part is I don't like getting spoiled, and I get spoiled very easily.
Yes.
So the subs, it's just always consistent because I noticed like one of my coworkers, he watches in dubbed. But there are times he's gotten screwed where they get delayed. Like one time it was a month delay.
I was just going to say that, yeah.
And I cannot handle that. I'd rather just suck it up. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm used to watching and subbed. I'll just do it.
And that's like the unfortunate thing if you do watch English dub is that if it's on, specifically like Netflix is a good example of it, where they will delay like episodes or even like a whole year.
Yeah, for a season.
Yeah. I think you just told me last week, like Shaman King just came out.
Yeah.
Like they just like dropped that on Netflix.
Yep.
And then I think like Fragrant Flower, I don't remember the whole thing, but the romance anime on Netflix, it even says at the top before you even click into an episode, it's like every 3 weeks you will get a new episode like after the Japanese
that's true.
dub.
But the Japanese, it's done.
No, it's done. Yeah, that's why Netflix delayed it here.
Yeah, because they probably had to. They just probably got it now, so now they have to record. They're probably able to record. They can't. It's weird. Yeah. Again, see, that's what I think for me it's just more like efficiency. I don't think it's weird because I think there's some animes, and again, it's just one of those. I think for English, the English space, for all this, it's kind of like, unfortunately, I feel like I'm a part of the issue. I think as a society.
Okay, Ned.
I don't have a personality. But generally, a lot of people just kind of look down on English dub because it does sometimes sound cringe. But I think that's in part of I speak English. I know how it should sound. Or maybe it should sound. And it just sounds weird when you have to like say it in this certain fashion. But I think voice acting has definitely gotten better over time.
Yes. Especially with the acting part. Like voice acting, you do have to act it sound wise.
It's a whole nother skill, and I think some people it's weird. It is weird to see like big animation films, and I think that's another part of the U.S. English issue where they try to put big names versus actually getting good voice acting.
Studio Ghibli movies, yes.
No, they don't do it as much though. No. Or do they?
The last movie with the bird.
Yes, that one had Robert Pattinson. Yes. I mean, hell, oh my God, what's his name?
I'm forgetting all the names of it, but yeah, Robert Pattinson was the only one. Oh, the Batman guy. Oh, Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, thank you. He was in House Moving Castle.
Yeah.
Because he's Hal, right? Or
I watched that in dub.
Yeah.
Because your wife was like, listen,
if anything, at least for that, right? Yeah. Because my wife usually is a super huge like sub person, but she's like, but for that one though, listen.
You listen.
Yeah, and I think it was an easy topic in a sense of no shit, it's gonna get better because it is being taken more seriously, right? Because anime is more mainstream. I think that does help a lot, and it's like one of those. I think cartoons, typically in Western cultures, looked at as like just kiddie, which is fair. Yeah. It's true. We don't have.
They need to watch One Piece then.
But unfortunately, One Piece looks dated too. Hence, why the remake could be really good, right?
Yes.
Could help. Yeah, again, like I said, being positive, anything that gets you into the medium is actually a plus to me. It's just one of those, like, I know I'm part of the problem, and I just kind of, unfortunately, it's been ingrained to like look down, but it has gotten better.
Yeah, no, it definitely has. Funny story before I close this out, but when I was starting my anime journey in like 2019, I was actually watching English dub of My Hero Academia. My husband came home from work. He ripped the controller out of my hand and he was like, no, we are watching this in the correct way.
And that's the unfortunate part. It was like,
and it wasn't bad.
No,
like, from
it's
memory,
not.
I'm like, oh,
No,
it
it's
wasn't
not.
like that bad.
Honestly, I hear clips, I'm like, they're solid, they're great. And I know a lot of those voice actors too. Mainly just because either video games or like I've heard other mediums or other shows. And it's like typically like Western shows. I'm like, oh yeah, I know who these people are.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny because he was like, no, we have to watch this correctly. And you knowing my husband, it's like the truth. He would have said that.
I could see him do it. He's like, I could see him do it. Oh my gosh. But yeah, no,
that was a good topic.
Yeah, it's just interesting. But I was gonna say one example I couldn't do it was Lazarus. I had to wait.
But the funny thing is, I could do it. It wasn't that bad. But I did switch because you said the Japanese version was
dropped. And I was gonna say I want to also add, it's never actually the voice actor's fault. It's actually the voice director and how they tell them to act in a certain way. Because the thing is, it's weird, and I think it's because, again, we speak English, so I can catch it a lot easier. They probably made some of the characters say, like, hey, you have to act, like, you have to talk, like, you know, speak in this certain fashion. They have this kind of personality. And it would, when I watched it in Japanese dubbed, I can see what they're doing, and it just made more sense. Like, correlate. The inflection sounded a little bit better in Japanese, but I could see what's going on here. Like, this girl's supposed to be probably more monotone, or this lady's supposed to be like more straight laced, so she's not, you know, cut the bullshit.
You know, that was one of the ones where I don't know, not like I couldn't tell it was cringe, but when you and your wife were like, no, like listen to the Japanese and then go back and watch it. It was like one of those times where I was like, oh, I see where you're going with this, like, but it wasn't like terrible.
It's not, and the thing is. I wanted to support it in a sense because it was definitely like, because it's made by the same guy that made Cowboy Bebop, and Cowboy Bebop I also remember watching initially on Toonami, just clips. I didn't fully watch it because I was a kid, but it was in dub.
Yes.
So it was just like, obviously I felt like I should have just done it for like the vibes and like, you know, nostalgia. Yeah.
And well, the interesting thing is that was on HBO Max, Adult Swim, and they made, if you were watching it in Japanese dub with subtitles, it was like delayed by like 10 days.
It was about a month actually.
Like after each episode dropped in English, it was like 10 days later you could get the Japanese version.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think this is an interesting topic.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be swayed enough to just like fully switch because I do have like certain favorite Japanese voice actors now that I just recognize as you're like watching.
It's the same,
but it's hard. It's also harder for me to like recognize someone in the English version.
I think it's because you haven't.
I'm just not used to it.
Yeah, you're just not used to it because like there's like times when like if someone old school wise, right? Like I mentioned Cowboy Bebop, Steve Bloom is like the guy that's. But also back then, I think there's a lot of the pool of anime voice actors was smaller.
There wasn't a lot.
So you kind of heard we heard a lot of people, you know. So it's better now. I think it's getting better now, and I don't want it to get better continually, right? Because even back then, I like joked with my friends like, "Oh, I should be a voice actor too," but in the end, I just make dumb voices because I'm stupid. So
that's so funny.
I'm just a dummy.
Should we be doing this podcast? I'm just kidding.
I'm just a dummy.
I'm just a dummy. But yeah, another week of us yapping.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
I just have lukewarm takes. That's I've just accepted this now too. This is just like a more of an eye-opening experience on this episode for me. It's just me just coming out and being like, I'm just stupid.
Society.
As a society, it's my fault. It's not my as a society, it's not my fault. God,
dude,
bro,
I feel like we're gonna get in so much trouble with
no,
this.
With Ned, hell no. If I get in trouble because of Ned, that's crazy.
Wouldn't it be funny though?
If this is how I get taken out, sure.
No.
I can't believe it.
You know, we're at the low end here. It's fine.
Don't hurt me.
I'm gonna close this out before anything else happens.
Yeah.
But thanks for tuning in. You can follow us on all of our socials at NgoVo Convo and NgoVo Convo. If you're on YouTube, comment down below. If you listen in English, Japanese, any other languages, French.
Oh, I thought you meant in this podcast. I was like, if there's other dubs of this podcast, I'm worried all of a sudden. How?
No, yeah, me too.
Okay, never mind. I'm
back. Yeah, like this video, subscribe, hit the buttons from right to left, as Harrison always says.
Yeah, comment down below. Let us know if you enjoy this, because I'm enjoying it way more. I'm such a much a happier person. So much a happier person. I can't even speak right now. I'm ecstatic. It's fine. Thanks, Veronica. You're the best. You're welcome. But yeah, that's all I have. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.